Hello everybody, Greg here with How to Read Music. This is Lesson 04, Finding Notes on the Staff. And I'm going to be honest right off the bat, this is not the whole story of how to find notes on the staff, but I will show you the logic of how the musical alphabet and the staff are connected. That will be an important step toward reading all of the notes on the staff. So, here we go. You recognize this, I hope, from last time. This is the musical alphabet. It is 7 letters, A through G, repeating without a starting or an ending spot. You can start anywhere in the middle and go forwards or backwards. And right off the bat, let's pick a note on the staff, and we'll just call it a B. Go up a step to C, you go forward in the alphabet, one more to D, to E, down, backwards to D, down to C, B, C, D. And you see that when we go down, we're going backwards in the alphabet. When we go up, we're going forwards. A, down to G, F, E, D, C. Now that should be familiar to you because we did that a bit in our last lesson. Now let's take it up a notch. Let's call this A. Up a second from A is B. Up one more second is C. And if we get rid of that B in the middle, we are left with a third. We're going from a line note to a line note. That is a third. And when you have a third, what you do is you skip one alphabet letter. So we go from A to C. That's a third going up. Now, for more on intervals, seconds and thirds, if you've kind of forgotten about that or need to review it, or if you skipped that lesson, go to lesson 02. It has everything you'll ever need to know about seconds and thirds. Now here's where it really gets fun. Down on the staff means backwards in the alphabet. So let's call this a B. Let's go down a second to A, and down another second to G. Okay, if we get rid of the A in the middle, we are left again with a third, going from a line to a line. Since we're going down, we're going to go backwards in an alphabet, and we're going to have to skip an alphabet letter. So for a third down, this is what happens. And this is right about when my students start to really hate me. We read from left to right, but we're going to be going backwards in the alphabet if the notes are going down. And see that it's going kind of in opposite directions. At first, you will hate that, but with practice, it will come together probably much more quickly than you might think. So it just needs practice. Speaking of practice, let's do some. Here is a B. We're going up a second. That puts us on C. B down a second is A. E up a third is G. A down a second is G. And from here, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and let you do this in your head. And now we're going to get rid of that arrow, so you're going to have to do even more in your head. Oh, let's get rid of our little crutch there. Now, if you are a singer, you're going to have to get used to reading music this way because in many cases you will not have an instrument to look at or to hold in your hand. You'll just have to do everything in your head. So, C up a second is D. Let's keep going. Did you get that one? That's probably the hardest one. All right, so there you go. Uh, Come back to that if you ever need practice. I will also put up some practice videos that consist of only that kind of practice. Now, guess what? It probably comes as no shock to many of you that the white keys on the piano each have a corresponding letter name from the musical alphabet. At first glance, this may seem a little bit overwhelming because how are you supposed to know which note belongs to which letter name? Well, guess what? Lesson 05 is names of the piano keys, and I will show you a number of techniques that will help you to quickly learn the names of the piano keys. Once you get it figured out, it's not that hard. So, I hope to see you there. Have fun. Good luck. Goodbye.